Hi everyone, this is Mary Catherine from www.crochetchiq.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make my Chiq Charming Gloves. Try to say that 4 times fast, it doesn't work. What you need for this tutorial is you need a size J crochet hook and a 4-ply yarn. I'm using a wool blend. I've also used a cashmere wool blend for this. You pretty much just want something that's soft and not too thick. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with 23 foundation double crochets. You can also chain and double crochet if that's what you prefer, but I'm going to show you the foundation way. I think it makes a more even glove. So what you do is you're going to chain 4. And then act like you're going to do your double crochet. Go into that 4th chain from the hook. You've got 3 loops on your hook. You're going to pull through just 1. That's making the chain of the foundation double crochet. Now you're going to complete your double crochet stitch. So you're going to pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. What we're going to do is we're going to go through that first part, which was our chain. Pull through 1. We just made our next chain. Pull through 2. Pull through 2 more. So just continue that on until you have a total of 23. Right here we have 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I just did the 23 foundation double crochet. If you find that your glove is too loose or too tight, go ahead and add in 2s. You want to make sure that your number stays odd, not even. And here I just used my hook and weaved it through so that way it was connected like a circle. So now we're ready to start our next row. Now the next 2 rows are exactly the same, except for here we just need to step up. So we're going to chain 2. We're going to start with, on this first double crochet, I'm going to go behind it and pull through 2 at a time to complete our double crochet. Then for the next one, we're going to go behind it, trying to get it so you can see what the post looks like. Now this is called a back post double crochet, and then on the next one we're going to go ahead and just go in front. It's called a front post double crochet. This is the front. And this is a back. Some patterns, like the basket weave pattern, have you alternate these so that in every row afterwards you're doing the opposite, but for here we're using these to make really deep ridges, so we want all our front posts in the next rounds to add up and line up, and all our back posts to line up. Make sure you keep your yarn nice and loose with this project and the other project, because it can affect your tension if it starts to pull tightly from the ball. Trying to make sure you can see it from every angle, that way there's no questions on how to do the front post or back post. Some people tell me, oh no, I don't want to do that stitch, it's too complicated. But once you get the hang of it, it really is quite simple. So say you forget where you're at and you're like, I don't know which I gotta do. The front post sticks on top like this. The back post is behind. So here's a front post, there's a back post. Here's a front post, there's a back post. Here's a front post, there's a back post. So there's one last one before we start over again. It'll be a little hard to see. Alright, so now we're at the beginning again. So this is where we did a front post before. We want to go around it and do a front post again. Here's a good spot to go ahead and use a stitch marker. I'm just using a contrasting color of yarn, but feel free to use a regular stitch marker or anything you want. Now here is where we're going to go and do a back post. Continue this around for your next round, so you want to make it so that all your front posts line up. Let me show it to you this way. That's a front post, so it's straight. That's a front post. That's a back post. This is what it looks like so far. Basically what we want to do now is we want to create the thumb hole. If you want it to be a little bit longer, go ahead and add an extra round or two following the same pattern. As you can see, the ridges, and it's just a really nice fun kind of look. So I just did the first stitch of round 3. There's my yarn marker. And to make the thumb hole, you work in the front post, start anywhere on any front post double crochet, which is again what makes this part where it goes up. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, or chain 2 if you've got really small hands. Go ahead and chain 4 if you've got, if you're making them for a man. Then we're going to do is we're going to skip this one right here, and we're just going to do a front post double crochet right here. So to give you an example, that's what my thumb hole looks like. Stick your thumb in there, make sure your thumb fits just fine. You don't want it to be tight because then your gloves are going to be uncomfortable. But don't worry, stitches are going to pull that open, so most thumbs should be able to fit in that chain 3 space. So then what we're going to do is for the rest of the pattern, we're going to basically just continue on with this where there's a back post double crochet, which is what I'm doing right now. You do a back post double crochet. Where there's a front post double crochet, you do a front post double crochet. As you can see, this glove pretty much works up really quickly. There's many variations on it. Feel free to play with the front post and back post double crochet. You can alternate it for a pretty cool look. There's just lots of fun ways. You can make it where it ends at your wrist or make it go longer. Check out www.crochetchiq.com. I have a list of different ways to end these gloves, and then this next week I'll be doing tutorials on the 3 different ways I have now to end the gloves, depending on what style you like. Alright, so now I'm at my thumb hole. Basically all I'm going to do is do 1 double crochet. And then I'm going to continue on with the pattern. So important though, on my next row, when I come across this double crochet, I'm just going to back post it so that I keep up with the pattern, and you won't even be able to tell that this was just a regular double crochet. It's just going to stay all together. So keep on going till you have the length you want. And again, just check out my website for the different endings, or check on my YouTube channel later this week and I'll have the different endings all filmed. Thank you.